Hey, good morning. Y94 on the Playhouse of the Morning. Mailbag situation. What do you make of this from Playhouse family member Amber, who says, I feel like I'm a hard worker, but there's somebody in my office who is the laziest human being on the planet. While I have strong work ethic and just crush it every day, bias much? I have a coworker that can't figure out what she does in a day. She wanders around, she visits with people, she shops online, she takes personal calls, runs out for errands. I feel like my boss must know at this point, and I don't want to be a narc or a tattletale, but it just confuses me that this person is my peer and allowed to exist beside me. Is it an appropriate thing to bring up to your boss when you see something like this in somebody who you're not their supervisor, you are equals, or would that be super inappropriate of me to do and it would be perceived the wrong way by my boss? We've all worked with that person, but do you do anything about it or do you just leave it be?
I think you just have to leave it be because I'm sure your boss already notices. You notice, they probably notice. Don't say anything. And not because your boss is going to think anything. I think if it's that person finds out, it's going to cause issues. I've been there.
Yeah, I mean, before getting back into radio, I was a supervisor too. So you as a supervisor have to put your foot down at some point. But here's the situation with that too. I would have employees that would legit crush it, like beat their goals and have it done within 6 hours versus 8. Then you have the person like this that probably it takes the full 8 hours and doesn't even get like 3/4 of what they do, or maybe only 3/4 of what they do. So it's like, just sit down and look busy is what I would tell the other coworker. Like, don't go around talking, blah, blah, blah. You could shop at your desk, whatever it is. Like, get your work done, hit that number, but then at the same time. So when it comes to this person right here, I have a feeling that you're not really crushing it. I'm sorry, probably going to crush you, but you're
Maybe
probably not crushing it. That employee's probably doing more work than you in half the time.
I think we've all worked with that person where you look at them and you're like, what do you do here? But yeah, I mean, because you made it very clear that you guys are like peers or whatever. It's not really necessarily your place. And I guess I don't know what your relationship is with your boss, but I do think there's plenty of people where you could sit and be like, man, so-and-so, Tiffany this, Tiffany that. And you're like, okay. And it, like, you're not wrong. It could reflect really bad on you.
If they got a promotion over you, then I could see there being a reason, but you're just a peer. So like if they got a promotion and like they are now your supervisor and you know that, the work ethic isn't the same or comparable, then I think you would have a case of being angry.
Hey, what were you thinking of the whole thing? Good morning. Hello. Okay, never mind. How about you? What were you thinking?
If it impacts like everyone else's work, I would probably tell the boss, but if they're just like, I don't know, watching Netflix and streaming or doing like something not as serious, I'll just keep walking.
Okay. So what I'm hearing though is like, does it affect you? Like, does it actually affect your day to day, or do you just look at this person and go like, oh, that kind of sucks that you don't do anything around here? Like, if it's directly affecting you, it might make more sense to say something than if it's just like, you just observe this person watching a video on their phone like, I'm mad at them. And
you've been waiting for a reply. Then, like, I've been waiting for you to reply to my email, but you're over here not working. Then you could get mad maybe.
Yeah, I get like if it would affect your work, if they had to get something done for then you to get something done. But I think now you don't say anything. I'm sure your boss notices. Let them deal with it.
The text club thing, the work tattletales there, Amy K.
Yeah, somebody said it's not your problem. You're not the boss. You probably shouldn't be a snitch either. Let your boss deal with it. Somebody else said just stay busy, do what you need to do. Then when your work gets done, why not do what they do as well? If you want to go out and do things, you can do that too. But just make sure your stuff is covered before you start saying anything about them.
Yeah, maybe you've just learned all you got to do to get by around there is watch videos all day.
Yeah,
all right.
Get your work done, and then you could probably do the same.
I do like that one of them is just basically the equivalent of like snitches get stitches.
I was just gonna, when I heard the snitches part, I was like, gonna get some stitches.